Good afternoon or good morning, ma.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Stanley. Good morning, Miss Lucia Guntai.
Good morning.
It's great to be here again today. And I believe we have all had a good breakfast because we need to empower our brain first so that our brain will have enough energy to assimilate everything we are going to do today. So please, if you've not had your breakfast, try and grab a cup of coffee so that you'll be alert. So please don't forget, you don't have to put on your video. Just your audio is fine. So to also save your privacy, so you can do other things. And okay, if you want to unmute only when you want to speak, so that we'll not have a rowdy class. I think the joining in is quite fast. That's good. We have a good number on right now. So, okay, just a few housekeeping. In order for us to be getting our live classes maybe faster before our backend guys upload onto Accesstech Academy, I will enjoin you that you subscribe to the Accesstech Innovation YouTube page. It's just Accesstech Innovation on YouTube. Subscribe so that once it's uploaded, you can get notified immediately and you can easily get access to your class. So that's before the backend guys upload on the Accesstech Academy. So that would be great. So I'll be expecting to see your subscription so that you can always get access to more videos from the Academy. So on YouTube, we are Accesstech Innovation. Okay. So while we are waiting,
is it together or
and Adekule, you're saying something.
I'm saying the Accesstech, is it together like the way we type the website or
yes,
separate?
usually when you are typing such things, it's together. So Accesstech Innovation.
Okay.
Yes,
okay,
on YouTube.
Right.
Yes, so that way you get notifications when a class is uploaded. Okay, because it gets uploaded first on YouTube before we send it on to the Academy. So that is great. So having said that, Lekon will come up now and he was going to share our intro video. That's what normally I'm supposed to have done, but I think over the weeks we've been skipping that. But before he comes on, I just want to notify us that okay, Lekon will take on the class for about 30 minutes to solve some of our pending problems, while Mr. Ekweme joins us later on before 11:30. So Lekon, are you ready to share the intro video? This class is great. The joining in is very, very fast. It shows that you guys are real techies. That's fantastic. So well done, guys. Okay. Look, the audio is not on. Yes, it's not. There's no audio.
Are you muted?
No, he needs to check his audio.
Space. Your microphone is unmuted. Python for data analytics, media player, media
Experience
space,
Center
pause.
in Nigeria at number 18 Modupe Johnson Crescent, Surulere, Lagos State.
Blind trainees working on laptop and using stylus on the slate.
With support from Microsoft AI for Accessibility projects, the center provides individual and group digital skills training for blind persons.
Blind person learning to use Braille note taker. A blind male using an iPhone with voiceover.
At the center, visually impaired persons get professional support in trying out various assistive technologies to know the best ones for their work, education, and recreation. The Experience Center offers after-sales services in maintenance and repairs of assistive products for the blind. I am Okpeoluwa Akeola, a blind certified professional in accessibility core competencies and co-founder of Accesstech Innovation. Are you a blind person or someone willing to empower the blind? Visit us today to check out our range of products and services.
Contact us on Instagram at accesstech_innovation, LinkedIn at Accesstech Innovation HQ, www.accesstechinnovation.com.
Play.
Okay.
Python for data analytics course for vision.
Okay. Thank you. Good morning, ladies. Okay, I don't know whether we have ladies yet. Good morning, everybody, fellow Access Techies, as we always say.
Yeah, we have ladies now. What do you mean?
Okay, I'm sorry, my fault. Forgive me, so ladies and gentlemen. So, I guess this is our third meeting. Yes, this is our third meeting for the training, but fourth when you look at when you include the onboarding session. So good morning, I welcome you. I will be holding forth for the main instructor. So where do we start from? Have we seen all the module 2 material uploaded on the website?
Yes.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have.
Oh, that's great. That's great. So that's great. So you see that there's a new system. It's a new system, and let's just leave it like that. So, is there any question
Teacher Ralph entering lobby.
Is there any question regarding the last class? Any issue? Any question before we move on?
Yes. I don't know. I did the voice message, but I didn't get the reply. So I don't know if I can ask again. I want to ask. It's about what I did, some
No,
research I did on the. I keep it.
Just hold on to that. Yes, I said it to be answered. Just hold on. Yeah. Any other question? And does any other person? Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. The first of all, this is Taiwo Olusegun. Looking at the website to upload our assignment is somehow technical and a bit difficult, complex, per se, because we wouldn't know we're supposed to submit two documents. Or it's supposed to be one, but two different things as one. But the way to submit the two as one was so we could not do that easily. And if one is even submitting one, and one is submitting that same one at the same time, one does not know. So I wouldn't know how if you could actually improve on
when did you make the submission?
That was on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Later on Saturday.
Okay, between that Saturday and now, a lot has changed. So I want you to go back and check. I understand that we saw your.
Thank you so much.
We saw your complaint on the group, so we've done a few things on it. So go by if there's any issue. Of course, the website is up there for, it's still in development stage. We are all building at the same time. We're all building together. So we build upon your own experience. So your complaints are being noted.
Then, sir, my second question.
But it's advisable for now. You upload one file at a time.
Okay.
Otherwise, you zip it.
Okay.
You can also zip it and upload it. Okay,
Kindly,
another question.
then if you upload 2 files, how do you delete the other one?
What did you say?
If you upload 2 files, how do you delete one of the files from the site? I didn't get how to delete one of them.
How to delete one of them? The best for now, the best way is just to lodge.
Is marked for 77 enter.
Is to lodge the complaint, and then from the back end there, we remove one of them. Just let us know which one of them you want to remove.
Right, and with the second module that you've uploaded, is it downloadable? Because when I click on the link, it just opens the document, but I can't download it.
You cannot download.
Also,
that's why I said that that's why I said there's a new system. You can read it, or if you still want to copy, there's no problem.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, we can copy the lesson notes.
If you want to.
Hello?
If you want to.
So I saw it this morning. Because I saw it this morning, I was shocked.
I heard your voice note as well this morning, and I was surprised as well.
Okay.
So we're all surprised and we're all shocked. Okay, any other question?
All right, good morning, Mr. Lekon. I have a question.
Okay.
Philip.
Okay.
All right, sir. It's just to
I hope you are better
also
now.
express. Yes, sir.
Okay.
About the assignment portal. You know, we are supposed to upload an Excel file and a Word document.
Yes.
And okay, I uploaded the first Excel file.
Yes.
Then I scrolled. I saw the name. I saw the name of the file because I know we're supposed to distinguish how we're going to name them.
Yes.
But then I saw a percentage, and I was shocked that is this already my score?
What is your score?
I expressed some level of disappointment already, but I was like, I've not even uploaded the Word documents before I'm already being graded. Then I uploaded the Word documents, and the score didn't change. So I wanted to ask, or I'm asking, how exactly does this the AI, how does it just give the grading system? Is it what you can explain?
You saw
Because
zero.
we're giving an assignment of 2 phases, and I just uploaded one. Except, yes, sir.
That's what I said. You saw 0.
No, it was 67.
67.
Yes, sir. That's not under cumulative. It was just a score I was. So I didn't understand how that came up.
Okay. Enough for it to be looked at. So this is how it works. There's no AI marking your assignments. It's
entering lobby.
It's man that is marking your assignment, but it has not been marked. Yes. So you didn't apply. You didn't take part in the last advanced Excel class. So I'll say probably that was all this technical error that your last score was reflecting, because I've gotten a complaint about regarding that, which it has also been worked on. So, but let me say that we will look at it from here and see what happened. But normally, this is how it works. So when you submit your assignment, it's going to give you 0 because it's grading you automatically the moment you this thing. It grades you based on 0 until the score is manually changed here. Then the score is adjusted from your end. So that's how it works. So people that attended the last training, they can attest to that. Yeah. So all right. Is there another question?
Mr. Ibrahim.
Yes, sir.
Please, there's a question. This is Bismarck speaking from Ghana.
Okay.
So I have about 3 questions.
Okay.
So in the course of the week, as I was practicing the last lesson that we learned, I actually practiced it in the Python program by means of the PowerShell. But what I realized is that with the print that we did the last time, I actually typed it in the Python programming language, and I executed it, and it brought me the results. So why go through the long process of actually typing it on a text editor like the Visual Studio Code before
entering lobby.
we actually run it through the PowerShell?
Okay, come again. So where did you run the Python from the PowerShell directly? You type everything inside the PowerShell.
Yes, please.
Okay.
I typed it directly in the Python programming language through the PowerShell.
PowerShell. Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
Your number 2
And
question, second question.
Okay, so my second question is, with this thing, after you remember the last time in the Visual Studio Code, we only typed the print, which was just one code. But I typed several codes. You see this random something generation, that code that you can use to generate random list, say numbers or whatever data. So I've actually learned that, and I typed it in Visual Studio Code. However, when I ran it through the PowerShell, it gave me the different bugs that I needed to fix. So when I press enter, anytime I press enter, it gave me the bug of which I needed to go back to the Visual Studio Code and fix it. What I realized is that after fixing all the bugs and I press enter, it didn't tell me anything. But then all the bugs were fixed, and I realized that I had a clean code. But it didn't actually give me the output as okay. So as I would type it in the Python language.
I understand your point. You said you have a
Mr. Ibrahim. So in the Python language, that would have actually randomized all my list. But when I type it in the Visual Code and run it from the PowerShell, it didn't actually give me that thing after I had fixed all the bugs.
Okay, your number 3 question.
I think I've forgotten the third one. Let's continue in case I forget.
Okay,
remember
so that means I don't forget the 2 questions you've asked. So let me answer the first one. I hope I don't forget the second question. So the first one, normally Python has its own editor, which is not accessible. Python has its own editor, which is not accessible to a blind person. That is number 1. So that brings the need to use PowerShell in conjunction with Visual Studio Code. And in order to do that, we'll have to install Python in our
Christopher entering lobby.
Python in our Visual Studio Code. So now, regarding what you just said, that you typed code in PowerShell, Python code in PowerShell, and it ran. Exactly what was done inside your video, inside that demonstrational video. I don't know if you watched the video. When I ask you to type Py and hit the enter key. So what that does is that it brings up a Python editor or Python environment. Don't let me call it, it's not an editor. It's an environment where you can run your code within your PowerShell. So as at that time, in that moment, in that environment, it's no longer your PowerShell that you are working with. You are working directly inside your Python, but within your PowerShell. So there is a difference between when you are in your pure PowerShell environment. Inside your PowerShell environment, you can have access to other directories, other applications. But the moment you now say PowerShell open to this particular environment, do you understand? So directly you can do some calculation. Now, that takes me to the second part of your first question. Why do you need to go through the editor? It's just like, what can I use an example now? It's just like saying, why do you need to type your document inside Microsoft Word when you have maybe a particular platform that does not save your document, but you can practice text. You know, this your application that you can type anything, but they don't save the moment you close the app. So is it what you want? Why do I need to enter my data inside Microsoft Excel when I can just see one application that I can use to practice Excel? I'm sure you understand what I'm saying. So editor is to help you save your file, type the code, save it, so that you can retrieve it for any other program. If you want to run a web development, do you understand? You can always go back to the file and open it. But if you type it inside PowerShell, the moment you close the app, it's gone. So does that answer your question, sir?
Yes, please.
So my Visual Studio Code is like your Microsoft Word that you type your documents. So just see it like that. So the second part is that, okay, you said that you have a clean code. And I wonder, how did you diagnose that it was a clean code? If it was clean, if it was...
At each point, anytime there was a bug, it actually told me there's a syntax error, traceback error in this line.
Yes.
So I actually went through all of them and fixed it. But when I was done with the last one, I was actually expecting to see the random list.
I understand. I wish you did it inside your... Did you have the file? If you had the file, probably you let me see it maybe at the end of the thing, so that we look about that. Is not so that we don't take much of our time.
Stanley here.
Yeah. So.
Can Stanley come in?
Okay, you can.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, all.
Yeah, good morning. I'm aware that the main instructor is around, so ask your question.
Well done, sir. My question, when I was coding, that is practicing what we were taught last time, coding one line, getting a sentence was okay by me. But when I try getting multiple lines, it does not really give it to me the way I get it when it's just one line, and I want to ask why. Like, if I say praise be to God for the fourth line, for instance, it will give me that immediately to just publish it like that. But when I put in the fifth line, sixth line, seventh line, and eighth line, it doesn't give me all of them one after the other. So I would like to know how to get it better. Thank you.
Did you put the print? Did you
yes,
print
I put
out
the print.
Statement?
Yes, I did it in the VS Code. Then when I want to get it from the PowerShell, I put a PY. Then the name, I use them. Yes, I use the .py. Then I entered it. So if I use just praise be to God, you give me praise be to God for the line 4. But if I put line 4 a sentence, line 5 a sentence, line 6 a sentence, why is it not giving me other lines? You give me only one line, then others it will. And that's a syntax error somewhere.
Okay, then now you are talking. If it says syntax error, that means there's an error.
Yes.
That is just
so
it. If it says syntax error, that means there's an error. Then, if you write lines and you don't get the output, it could. My boss will say something about it. But if you don't ask if you don't put a print statement, probably the first line you put or the second line you say you should print it, and then you now write a third line or fourth line or fifth line, and you didn't ask Python or PowerShell to print it, or Visual Studio Code to print it, then it's not going to print it. It will just run it in the background. It will not print anything.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me, sir. That means if I'm doing the 4th line, I put print. If I'm doing the 5th line, I'll put print. If I'm doing the 6th line, I'll put print for all of them.
Of course.
Yes.
Sir? Ah.
Yes.
Good
Okay.
morning.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
morning.
Oh,
Good
yeah,
morning.
this. Okay. Good morning, sir.
Sorry, please, what's the question again?
Okay, he has the first line of code that we did last week. He ran
Okay.
it worked. Then the
Okay.
subsequent lines, when he ran them, they were not being printed.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, so remember, you are getting syntax errors. If you remember what I said last week, I said your Python interpreter captures one error at a time. If you have an error on line 5, it will not give you all the errors all at once, like other languages. It will give you your errors one line at a time as it's going through, as it's reading your code. So Python reads your code from top to bottom, right? And then when it encounters a syntax error, it will let you know that on line 5, there was a syntax error. If you want to, and if you recall last week, I said there are input statements, processing statements, and output statements. Print is an output statement. Print is the command to tell Python that you want to print it to the screen. If you do not put that print to the screen, you will not hear the output on your screen when you're running your code. Okay? The same thing with Bismarck. I think when you are doing your randomized list, I'm not sure whether you put a print statement at the end to show that your list has been either randomized or sorted, right? So you need to put that print statement, print, then the name of your variable to get the output, that the desired output that you want on the screen. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we are continuing from last week. As I just reiterated now, we have input statements, processing statements, and output statements. Last week, we talked about the output statement, which was print. Print outputs it to the screen. You can output you can put your output in a file like Excel. We'll do that later on in the course, where you print out your file. Instead of printing out to the screen, it will go to Excel. Okay? So we're starting with the rudiments. Every program must have inputs, outputs, and inputs, processing, and outputs. You collect input from the user, you process it, and then you output. Now, nobody is saying that you cannot have inputs without output. You can, but it was the problem there. The problem there is that you will not print out your code. You cannot see or hear your code on the screen. So there's no point of having just inputs without outputs. Now, if you've processed, for processing to happen, there must be an input. That one is given. So you can have an input, you can process your inputs, but if you don't print it out to the screen, you won't hear the results, or you won't see the results for sighted people. The unique thing about output statements like print is that you don't need an input statement, and you don't need a processing line. All you can do is just do print, and that's what we did last week. We stopped at print hello world. Okay, and I'm sure you guys have run your code. People like Bismarck have even gone further and done other things. So, but for the benefit of other people, we're going to take it slowly to make sure that everybody's on the same page. Okay. So in this course, today's lesson, we're going to do a full program that have input, process, and outputs. Okay. Now, let's open Oh, sorry, I forgot to send you the cheat sheets on the PowerShell. I just sent it to Mrs. Emanuela. Please, Emanuela, please look at your WhatsApp. I've sent the thing to you so you can upload the contents to their dashboards so that they have that cheat sheets for PowerShell with them. Okay. So yeah, so we're going to please go to your PowerShell. Can anybody hear me? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Please go to your PowerShell.
Lock screen. Notification available. To access, swipe down with voice commands are not available while the screen is locked.
Please
To use the drop-down menu
mute
instead,
yourself,
tap the
please. Please.
screen on.
Sorry, that's me actually. Hold on,
Okay,
please.
sir.
Let me turn off this.
11:30. Night mobile. Fingerprint sensor. Your device unlocked. Can you listen to the new? Top back off.
Okay. So in the PowerShell, you're going to type code, and then what do we call our file this time around? Let's call it process.py. No, don't call it process.py. Call it second underscore program.py. Second, that's code space second underscore program.py.
Sorry, sir. Please, can you take it again? I didn't quite get what you said, please.
Okay, so I said open your PowerShell, and on the PowerShell run this command code. That's CODE space second underscore program.py.
Hello, sir. Please, how can we get the underscore key?
Okay,
Underscore
so
is your shift dash.
Okay.
Dash is 2 spaces before your backspace, the backspace key. So to the left, two keys to the left of your backspace key. Has your Microsoft Visual Studio Code, has it come up?
Sorry, sir. Okay. So you said we'll type code space second underscore program.py, correct?
Yes, on your PowerShell. On your PowerShell, please.
And then do we need to hit enter or we'll leave it like that?
Enter. Yes, please hit enter. Remember, these are commands. You must hit enter. If not, nothing will happen.
Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I discovered that my own PowerShell, I can't run. It does not bring out Visual Studio Code automatically. So I usually go through the Visual Studio Code manually. So am I still safe to type code?
That's fine. Okay. No. So in your own case, just whenever I say code space, in your own case, just open Microsoft Visual Studio Code, then do new, and then save the file. Save the file as second underscore program.py. Control N for new, and then once you open it, then you can do Control S for second underscore program.py. So you should save it. Okay, have we all done that?
Yes.
Okay, so now on our first line, I want you to do the hashtag name. How we did in the last program, hashtag name, colon.
Sorry,
then
sir,
put your
sorry, sir, what do we expect to see after we do that? Because I did that and I cannot observe any change.
Oh, your talkback did not tell you about the Microsoft Visual Studio Code. Did it pop out? Did it launch it? Did you press enter after,
No,
after typing code second underscore program.py
I did, sir.
and nothing happened? Do you
I
have
cannot
Microsoft
observe.
code already open on your system? Do you know?
Yes, I think it's already open.
Oh, that's probably why. So go navigate to the Microsoft Visual Studio Code.
If the Visual Studio Code is already open, then there's no need. Just press caps lock T to check whether it has been saved or not. Just press caps lock T.
I
Hold
have
down the caps.
first.py already opened. Do I need to close that?
You can close that, yes, and open a new one. Do Control N.
Or just do Control N straight. Do Control N.
Please let me close that. Let me just take it step by step.
Okay.
But we can't wait for you now. Just continue.
Definitely not. But I just needed to be sure that I'm following.
Yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay, so have you closed it? Type the code, then second underscore program.py again, and then you should launch it. Okay, so now for people who have opened their Microsoft Visual Studio Code, the first line, remember the hash key, that's for comments. Your hash is for comments, space, then name, colon. So your name is a label, the actual word name, then colon, then space, your actual name.
Space, add add colon, space, JESUFE, add I.
Okay. Once you've done that, press enter, go to the next line.
Enter.
Now, on the next line, do hash again for comments, space. Now, I want you to write a sentence after the hash. Say, program to add two numbers together. Program to add two numbers together. The words should be spaced out. Program, space, two, space, add, space, two, space, numbers together.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
We are a little bit lost from the first phrase.
Okay, so the first line is hash space name as your label, colon, then your actual name, put your name there. Second line is hashtag again, program to add two numbers together.
Together, number name colon Jesafemi, number programs to add two numbers together.
Did you hear that? So try and follow that thing, hash name, colon, your actual name, then the second line, hash space program to add two numbers together.
Is there two in figure or words?
Anyone you want is a comment. The computer won't run that line of code. So anything that you put there is fine. But just make sure that it is meaningful. What you're putting there is meaningful. So anybody looking at it or hearing it can understand. So anything you put there is fine.
Do we end with it?
Hello, sir.
Sorry? Yes.
Hello, sir. Stanley
Yes.
here. Please, I have a little issue. When I use the code second underscore program.py, when I go to the Visual Studio environment, it's not open to the editor directly. It's opening to a welcome page, sort of.
Okay. I think to come out of that welcome page, can you press escape?
Yes, sir.
Did that work?
No.
if you tap through, do you see close the welcome page? Is there a close button when you're tabbing through?
It says learn the fundamentals. Hide. I see hide.
Hide. Yeah, click on that. And press space on that or enter on that. Okay, did that work?
QR code blank.
So now, I think you're on the editor now, so you can start typing.
Please take me through again, sir.
Line
Hash.
1, hash,
Okay.
name, colon, then your actual name. So what I'm doing is standard for any other program you're going to write from henceforth. Your line 1 should say your name. Your line 2.
I think we can hear you. I can hear you again, sir.
Okay, I guess there's a bit of network problem. So let me run through it again. Hash name, hash space name, colon or colon. Put your name. Then press the enter key. Enter key moves to the next line. Hash again, space. Program to add two numbers together. It's a sentence. Program to add two numbers together. So as he said, henceforth, any file you want to write, any program you want to write, it's okay to you are advised to put the name of the programmer as you. So you don't put Ibrahim Olalekan. If you put Ibrahim Olalekan without starting with the hash, the Python program, the Python will read it as if it's a code. Meanwhile, it's not a code, it's a label. It's a name, it's like a heading. So putting the hash before it is like instructing the program, don't run this line, skip it.
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello, sir. The second one is the second line, please. Sorry. Add any two.
Program to add two numbers together. Program to add two numbers together.
The both lines end with a colon.
The what? The what?
The lines you have written, do they both of them end with a colon?
No. The first one is name, colon, your name. The second one is just hash space program to add two numbers together. If you put column or you don't put column, it doesn't matter. It has been hashed already. Whether you put or you don't put doesn't affect the readability of it or the running.
So it doesn't matter, but please always remember this code you're writing, right, is not just for you alone. It's for other people. When you're writing code and when you're becoming a professional in software development or data analysis, you have to make the comments meaningful so that when somebody, especially people who are sighted, see it, they can understand what is going on in the comments. And that's why I say put hash, so that the person who is reading your code can understand that, oh, okay, this is this person is telling me this is my name, or this is the name of the person who is writing the code. Okay, that is why I'm saying hash name colon. That name is like a label, so that the person reading your
Hello, sir. We can't hear you. Okay. So let me let's
Okay, hello, sir.
yes.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I'm
Please,
with you.
in regard to this, what our instructor giving, does that mean when you run your Python code, this hashtag will be displayed on your screen, or it is not
No,
visible?
no, it will not be run at all. You
Is
only
it
see it
visible?
when you open the file.
It will not be okay while you open the file, not while you run the file. I thought
No,
you'll
not
see
when
it
you
when you
run the
run the
file.
file.
So when the program is running and it sees any line that starts with hash, it's like a command that skip this line for me. So the essence of putting the hash is just that if, for instance, I don't know how many of us know PowerPoint. If you want a message that in case somebody gets to this line, you want to put a hint that this, okay. I don't know how I'm going to explain this better. So commenting in a code means that when the code is running, the program will skip it. Okay. So are you here?
Okay. Just what I want to know is,
Okay. So then when if you give me your file, for instance, you write a code, you can use that hash comment, hash, to explain what that code means so that when another person picks up your code and is reading it, so you can use that hash to explain what the code means.
okay, this is what I want to ask. This is just a communication between you as a programmer to other programmers when they are
Yes,
reading your
in
code.
a way, one of it. Yes, it's one of it. That any other person picks, you can use hash
But when
to
you
explain
access the
what a
data,
particular line means. Sir, is online. Mr. Victor, over to you. Hello, sir, you are muted. Okay.
Hello.
Okay. So let me use a bracket. You know when you are writing.
So sorry, sir. Can we ask for those of us that just execute our VS code, as in our visual code? Can you please? What is the first line and the second line, sir? Thank you, sir.
Hash name. Your name. Hash name Ibrahim Olalekon. If that is your name, that is the first line. Then press the enter key. So just like when you are writing an article, if you are writing an article, you make a statement. You can put a deeper meaning of that line or that word in a bracket. Do you understand? So that bracket is serving as a what is that word now? To
Like
put more
meta.
meaning. What do you say?
Yeah, more information. Yeah, continue.
More
Sorry.
information. Good. Thank you, sir. All right, sir. You see.
No, continue. Continue.
I know, sir. I can't speak.
Hey,
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes, what's your question?
Yes, I've just had on the first line.
Yes.
Do we put hash space then the name, or hash name colon then you put the name?
Okay, hash space the name. Just for readability, always try and put space between words and symbols. So hash name colon, then space again, then put your actual name, your real name.
Okay, thank you.
No, you're welcome.
My question, please. Please, my one question, Stanley, please. Can we still scroll since we're on the editor? Please, can we still scroll up and down to check our work?
Yes, that's if your lines are plenty. If your lines are, you mean you go up and down with your up and down arrow, or with the mouse or something, or what? Sorry.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
No, I'm asking. Sorry, can you clarify, please?
No, I was asking if we can go up and down with the arrow.
Yes,
With the arrow key.
yes. You can even go left and right as well.
I'm okay.
Okay, so second line. What did I say you should put on the second line?
Space program, add any
program to add two numbers together.
Yeah, program to add two numbers together. But it can be anything, as we said, program add any two numbers, something like that. But just make it meaningful so that somebody reading it will understand what your code is doing. Okay, so at the end of the line now, press enter twice. So you're going to line 4 now. So you're on line 2. So at the end of the program, press at the end of the line, of line 2, press enter twice to go to line 4. Okay, have we done that? If we've done that, say I. The eyes have it. Okay. So A is equals to, so put A space equals space impute. Everything will be lowercase. In Python, most of the keywords and variables are lowercase, please. So A, that's letter A, so is equals to impute.
Hello, sir.
And P-U-T, impute. Yes, please.
Sorry, please, I lost my network. After the second line, what are we to do, sir? So we have programs to add two numbers together.
Press enter twice at the end of the line, at the end of line 2. Press enter twice to go to line 4. On line 4, that's where we are now. Okay, A equals impute, I-N-P-U-T. Open normal bracket, that's parenthesis, then close parenthesis. So impute, open paren, close paren. Go inside the paren and say open quotes, close quotes. Then inside the quotes, type enter first number, colon. Enter space first space number, colon. Enter first number.
Hello, sir.
Your first number, yes?
Okay. You should enter the first number there. That's what you mean.
No, I said
we should just put it.
Yeah, in words. Enter first number in words.
Sir, please, can you come again? This third one.
Okay, so let me start the line again. A equals impute, open paren, close paren. Enter into the paren and type open quotes, close quotes. Enter into the quotes and now type in words, enter first number, colon. Have you done that?
Excuse me, please. The column, does it come after the number or outside the bracket?
No, after the number R, after R, to type colon. So it's inside the quote. So what I've done now is, if you've noticed, just like print has open and close paren. Impute also has open and close paren. For This is a syntax in Python. Anything that you have to open, you must close it. So we've opened and closed the parentheses. We've gone inside, we've opened the quotes. We must always close the quotes. So open and close quotes. You enter inside the quotes, and then you now type enter first number, colon. So enter first number, colon, should be inside the quote, please. Now, after you've done that, press end. Press the end key on your keyboard, or just go to the right. Make sure you're at the end of the line. Then press enter. Please make sure you're at the end of the line before pressing enter. So on line 5 now, type out the same thing, but instead of saying A equals, you're going to say B equals. Input, enter second number inside the quotes and inside the paren, okay? So you're going to kind of copy what is on the first line, but on the second line, the variable name should be B instead of A, and then inside the wordings, you're going to have enter second number. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does, sir.
Okay, so for people who don't understand what I'm saying B equals input, open paren, close paren. Go inside the paren, open quotes, close quotes. Go inside the quotes, and now type enter second number, colon.
Well, sir.
Hello?
Sir.
Have you gotten it? Go to the end.
I'm asking about the spaces.
Okay, the spaces where? Sorry.
Is there a space after B?
Very bad spaces in between the
space after B. B space equals space input. Yeah, you can do that. It's not compulsory, but it makes the code more readable for human beings.
What about after input?
No, after input, please, there's no space. There's no space. Open paren, close paren, there's no space. The only spaces you're going to have are inside those, that phrase, enter second number or enter first number. Those are where the spaces will be. Have you done that? Go to the end of the line, press enter. Okay, so what line are we on now? Line 6. So on line 6,
line.
Yeah, on the 6th line, yes, that's correct. So on line 6, we're going to do C, letter C, space equals space A plus B. There can be spaces between the A plus and the B. So C equals A plus B, all spaced out.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, yes. Are we also going to add colon?
No, don't add colon to this line. Do not add colon to this line.
Okay.
C is equals to A plus B. That's all you're writing here. Go to the next line and type print, open paren, close paren. Go inside the paren and type C.
I beg your pardon.
Okay, print, open paren, close paren, enter the paren, and just type C. That's C, the letter C.
Excuse me, sir.
Pardon me, sir. Please, what do you say?
Yeah.
I didn't get the word.
Okay.
My network went off after the 5th line.
Okay, so yes, we're on the 6th line now. So the 6th line is having print, P-R-I-N-T, open paren, close the paren, go inside the parenthesis and type C, C for cat.
Hello.
Am I still audible? Can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir. You can hear you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. And the letters A, B, and C that we've been typing, is it compulsory it should be in block letters? Uppercase, I mean.
Please, I said everything should be lowercase. Please, I beg you. I've said this thing plenty of times. Please, I beg you. Everything should be in lowercase.
Sir, please, this
You say we should type
we just
print.
typed. Are we not supposed to have quotes in the brackets before C?
No. I'll tell you when to write the quotes. Please, I'll tell you when to write quotes.
Sir, please, you say we should type print and what?
Print, open paren, C, close paren. Okay, so let's go back to the first line of our code. So we have started to make our code a bit more.
Oh, listen to. I'll go and listen to the video.
A bit more, what do you call it, robust. So on the first line, what do we have?
Number name, colon.
Then your name, yes? Second line, what do we have?
We have
Data program.
Space program to
Okay.
add two numbers together.
Okay. Third line, what do we have?
Nothing.
Space.
Okay. That's good.
Blank.
That why you guys are attentive. Okay. Fourth line, what do we have?
It equals input. Enter first number.
Yes. So now, wait, let me break that line down for you. Your A, anything on the left side of your equal sign, left-hand side of the equal sign is your variable. Okay, that is what they call variables in Python. And so you're assigning what is on the right-hand side, the contents of what is on the right-hand side to the variable on the left-hand side of the equal sign. Okay, so now the inputs, enter first number, is a statement in Python to tell the user, remember, you're writing this code for another person. Just like how Microsoft wrote Excel for us, you are writing this code for other people, not for yourself, but for other people. So Lekan or Mr. Okwai comes, or Ms. Emanuela comes and says, Mrs. Manuela comes and says, Bismarck or Mercy, I want you to write a program to add two numbers together. And this is what we're doing. So Lekan would want a scenario whereby I can have any two numbers in the world and my code would add them together. So Bismarck has come and written this code to showcase to his client, Lekan, and Lekan is happy with the code. Well, to this extent, he's happy. Okay, so the first line of code, the fourth line of code, A is equal to input, enter first number. That enter first number will appear on the screen. That enter first number is to show the user what to do. So the user is going to say, oh, okay, the code is telling me to enter first number. So you can enter 1, 2, 12, 100, 155, 2000, anything. So whatever the person types on the keyboard is going to be collected by the variable A. So A would have that number that was typed on the keyboard. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Now, Python will now go to the next line. The next line reads B is equals to input, enter second number. So the second number, the user will now know, oh, okay, I have to put in a second number. That second number will be pushed to variable B. So let's say, for example, the first number is 11, the second number is 22. So now the next line says C is equals to A plus B. Now A is 11, B is 22. So C should have what? 33. Exactly. Then the next line says print C. So it's going to just print 33. Now, does this code make sense now?
Yes, sir.
Makes a lot of sense, sir.
I beg your pardon on the C.
So print C means print 33. It's going to print 33 to the screen. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So now, let's Control S to save the code.
Sir, please, sir. Sorry, I'm taking you a little a step backwards, sir. The print, where we have the last line that we did now, is it going to have the space between C and print?
No, I didn't say, please, when I say add space, so I didn't say you should add space. I said print, open bracket, C, close bracket, no space anywhere. I'll tell you when to add spaces, please.
Print, open bracket, then C, then close bracket.
Yes, simple.
Okay, sir. Okay, let me quickly adjust that, sir.
I beg your pardon, sir, on C, A plus B. What does it mean?
C, A plus B. Remember, what is on your left-hand side of the equal sign? What is on your left-hand side of the... No, but what variable is there? What variable name did we give it? We gave it C. Okay. What is on your left-hand side? What is on your right-hand side of the equal sign?
A plus B.
Exactly, A plus B. So it's going to add the two numbers, A plus B, that the user has typed from the keyboard. So if the first number the person types is 11, A will hold 11, B will hold 22. If B22 is the second one, you will now add 11 plus 22, and then you assign 33 to C. And then now in the output, you say print C. Okay?
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, makes sense. Sir, can I ask a question? Sorry, this is Chris.
Yes, please ask.
The print, the C inside the parentheses, why is there no quote? I'm just asking.
Okay, so quotes, when anything you're putting in quotes means that you just want to print out the letter C on the screen, right? Because it's in quotes. Quote means anything inside quote means, remember the first code we did was hello world, and we put that inside quotes. Anything you want to print to the screen, you can put it in quotes. But if you want to print a variable name, you don't need to put it in quotes. If not, you're going to print out the letter C by itself and not the contents of C. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Yeah, sure. It makes sense. It makes sense.
Hello,
Thank you very much.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello, sir.
Well, from my end here, sorry, sir. As I scroll upward and downward, it's not mentioning my lines.
That's your NVDA problem or your JAWS problem. I don't. What are you using?
NDVA.
Lekon, can you help me with that? I don't know why it's not. Are you sure you're on Visual Studio Code?
That is
Yes,
the question.
very
Are you
sure.
sure?
Yes,
So
very sure.
if you scroll up and down, you are not hearing anything, no line.
No, it's not saying anything.
Yeah, probably not in the right environment or editor, the main editor.
In the Visual Studio Code, where they said hide, so I touched it. It now gave me blank space, blank. I touched right, blank, left, blank, right, blank. So I started working
Press
from the
caps lock
beginning.
plus T. Press
Caps lock.
caps lock plus T. What do you hear? What did you hear?
Nothing.
If you didn't hear anything, I know you should even hear something, but if you didn't hear anything, that means you are not in the right place.
Capital D just said D. Capital D.
But when you were typing, if it was typing, as you were spacing it, the thing should be echoing the word as you were typing now.
As I was typing, it was saying it. When they say number, as I'm going. But now that I want to scroll upward and downward, it wasn't saying anything.
Can you go left? Can you go left?
Yes.
Is it going?
When you go left and right, does it say anything?
If you use the left and right arrow key, it doesn't say anything. That means nothing has been typing. Can you alt-tab back into that editor? Alt-tab away and alt-tab back.
It is back to hide again.
Wow.
Let me just leave it. Later, let me just listen to the class. Later, I'll find my way.
So, before you listen to the recording later.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So,
right, no problem.
Going forward, maybe just do Control N while you are there. Do Control N to open the new document, so that you can follow any other thing that it says.
Yeah.
Press Control N. Then, when you open the new editor, do Control S and type a new name.
Let me check where I am first.
Okay, so now press Control S to save the file for others. Now navigate back to your PowerShell. Have we done that? Have we navigated back to PowerShell?
Please, when you navigate back to PowerShell, make sure press Enter to be sure that you're on a new line, so that you don't go and tap over an existing line. And stop pressing up arrow when you're in a PowerShell. Just press the Enter key and wait for whatever it says. Yeah. Go on, sir.
Okay, so in the PowerShell, press Enter just to hear your C:/ all those things. Yeah. After that, type py space second_program.py. Then press Enter. Okay, what happens? Is anybody getting a syntax error?
I heard enter first number.
Exactly, enter first number. So now you're running your code. So remember the scenario I painted. Lekon comes to Bismarck and tells Bismarck or Stanley or Jesu Femi that, okay, I want you to write for me a code that will add any two numbers together. And you've written that code. So now imagine Lekon now running the code. You've given Lekon the code. Lekon is now running the code. He has typed py space second_program.py. Now you see enter first number. So let's enter a first number. Let's call it 1. Let's enter 1, then press enter. Then what happens? Hello, what happens after you press 1? What happens?
Enter second number. Enter second number.
Type 2, then press enter.
Second number.
Battery charging 100%. Chat new messages are available. Button. Window keys. Enter 12. PSC colon max.
So what did you hear? You heard 12, Abi?
Chat new messages are available. Button.
Did you hear 12?
Show participants. Button.
I need to type that again.
Okay, if you didn't hear the 12, run the code again. Run the code again.
From the beginning.
Yeah, from the beginning. PY second underscore program.py. Run it again. And please be attentive. After you press the second number, be attentive.
I-S-E-C-O-N-T.
Click the profile picture is displayed here. Double tap control for more options.
P-R-O-G-R-A-M. Program E-Y. I enter first number colon 1. Enter second number colon 2. Enter 12. PSC colon / user.
Yes, I had 12.
Okay, who else had 12? Bismarck, are you with us? Stanley, are you with us?
No, Stanley is not with us.
Oh, he's not with us. How about Bismarck?
Yeah, I think Bismarck should be with us.
Okay, there's a lady that I heard. What's her name?
I think Mercy.
Mercy?
No,
Mercy.
he's Onyechi.
Onyechi.
Yeah.
Onyechi,
Sorry.
are you typing with us?
Hello? Yes, but I think I made a mistake somewhere, so I'm getting error.
Okay, here, at least one of us is getting error finally. Where did you get your error?
Hello, sir.
In that line, that place they did A equal to and that B, those two lines.
Okay, what is your error? What error are you getting?
They said something of error and line indentation, something. Let me see.
Oh, line indentation. Back to your code. Back to your code. On the line 4, what do you have on line 4?
program.py. PSC colon / user / HT greater pi second / program.py d / program.py. PSC colon / HT greater.
Please mute yourself if you are not speaking.
Okay, what I have is A equal A space equal equal to space input left parent quote enter first number. And I think that's the place you said what?
Enter first number, then what happened?
Following. Then quote right parent.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. So the second line, Nico.
B space equal space input left parent quote enter second number colon quote right parent.
That's correct. All these lines are they at the first? Okay.
Go down.
Okay.
C equals a B.
Oh, C equals A plus B, not AB. You didn't put plus.
Spell it. Spell it.
Space equals A space plus space.
Okay, I should
plus.
Start from C. Start navigating from C.
Error space error equals space C space equals A.
Oh, that's C. Make sure the C is at the beginning of the line. That C, there's a space there. Push the C back to the beginning of the line.
Okay.
Error C space error.
Okay, wait. After C, I should not put space.
No. There should be a space before C. Is there a space before C?
No. It's just a blank line.
Okay, no, this is it. B on C.
Okay.
Space. C.
Okay. Oh yeah, now be moving right by right. Be using your right arrow.
Okay.
Space. Error. Equals. A. Space. Plus.
The plus, am I to type it out?
No. Continue.
Space. E. Blank.
Press home. Press the home key.
Okay.
Top A. Echo dash line on Yachi.
Oh, I pressed.
Program to blank. B equals input enter for B equals input enter second number. C equals a B. Error. Print connection error. Error. C equals a B. Oh, C. Error.
It's saying there's an error on that line.
I think she spaced her B A. There's a space between A and before the plus sign, and there's space between
No, it doesn't matter.
before the B sign.
That one doesn't matter. I think there's a space.
Okay.
C.
There's a space. There's a space also. Yes. There's a space there.
Before C.
Yes, remove that space. Are you sure?
No.
No, there's a space after. There's a space after the equal sign. I had a space after the.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. That
one doesn't matter.
Okay, press the up arrow. Let's start from the first line. Up arrow.
Okay.
Program to add two numbers.
Okay, down.
Program to add two numbers together.
Down.
Equals input enter first number. Equals input enter second number. Error.
I think there's an error this one.
There's an error on that second
number.
Yes.
O E space equals space I N P U T left parent quote E R space F E C O N E N U M E E R colon quote right parent blank.
Okay, continue pressing right arrow.
Okay.
C blank C space equals A space plus space E blank space error space error.
Is that on your line 5? What's your line 5?
Go down.
The line C, C is on the same line with that enter second. This thing is on the same line.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, it's on the same line.
I'm not sure.
It's not. Look at it.
Enter second number error. Equals input enter first number. E equals input enter second number error. C equals a B.
Yeah, that.
E enter second number error. Oh, space E F P U T left quote E N T E R S E C O N T space N U M E R colon quote right there blank. C.
There is no.
E equals input enter second number.
All of them are in different lines.
C equals a B error.
I don't know why I'm still getting the error.
Okay, run the code again. Let's hear the line. Run the code again.
Like I should clear everything.
No. Go to PowerShell.
Go to PowerShell and run your code.
Okay.
Let's hear the syntax error.
Select Windows PowerShell. Select PSC users HP enter to PSC users HP. PSC users HP.
Okay.
Right type S C C O N E second period plus underline P R O G R A N N E program E Y pi enter file C users HP second program pi line 5 E equals input enter second number indentation error unexpected event PSC users HP.
So that is that second.
The same thing.
Yes, that B, there's a space before B. B equals enter second number. There are spaces, so go to that B equals second number.
Okay.
Circle bullet second program. Pi Visual Studio Code. Circle bullet print connection error. C equals a B equals input enter second number. O.
Oh yeah, start from this one. Go to the O. Okay.
N P U T left parent quote E N T E R space S E E C O N E space.
No, beginning. Go to home. Beginning of the line.
Okay, home.
Error. Bravo. Space. E.
You see?
No, go back to B. Press backspace. Then
Okay, I should remove
backspace.
the space after.
Go back to B. Don't worry, just go back to B.
Okay.
Yeah, press backspace.
Backspace on that B.
Backspace. Have you pressed backspace?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, press the left arrow.
I should press what?
Left arrow.
Okay.
Space. Error.
Okay, there's still more space.
Yes. Okay, I should remove all these spaces.
I remove the spaces.
Enter. A equals input, enter first number. B equals input, enter second number. C equals a B.
Yeah, it's not.
Error.
Wait, there's still
I
error.
think there's still error in the C. Just do the same thing for C.
Do the same thing for C.
Error. Error.
Okay.
C equals a B. Oh. C.
No, C does not have.
Oh, yeah, press up and down arrow. Let's see. Let's hear it.
C. Print connection error. Error.
That print too. I think print has an error too. Check the print.
Error. Program numbers, etc.
Hello, sir.
Print connection error.
That print.
Equals a B.
Spell the print. Your print line. Just wait, sir. Spell the print.
I-N-E. Left parent. E-S-I-R-E.
I have a question.
Space.
You are talking to somebody, sorry.
I said just wait.
Connection error.
Go to the home of print.
Yeah, that's where I am.
Oh, yeah, left arrow. Left.
Bravo. Left. P. Left.
Okay, continue right.
P-R-I-N-T. Left parent. C. O. N. N.
Wait. That's C. Is your C capitalized? Because the sound is like C is in capital letter.
D equals a B.
Let me check.
C. Space.
No.
C.
This you see. So go and change the print in C to small letter.
C. Left. C. Space. Equals A. Space. Plus. Space.
No, the print, not print. Go to the next line.
C equals a B.
No, the next line.
The print.
Print connection error. Error.
Oh, yeah, right arrow.
O-P-R-I-N-T. Left parent. C.
Oh, yeah, this C. Change it to small letter. It's in capital letter. Change that C to small letter.
No, Mr. Lekon, inside that open parenthesis, this connection error that is indicating there.
Yes.
So,
They're saying that's my print. They're saying print connection error. So that's C.
Are we not talking to you? Change C to small letter.
No. Wait, remove that line. Start print. Type that line all over again. I like that line.
I should erase the C line.
That whole the print, the last line. Please remove that whole line.
Equal print connection error. Error. Right parent. Quote. Right parent. R. Warning.
So don't worry, because I'll use the recording.
How you can do it? Just press. Go to the end of the line. Press Shift and Home, and then type and press Delete.
Okay.
Go to the end of the line. Shift Home. Shift and then Home. Shift. Hold the Shift down. Press Home. Then put backspace or something.
Shift Windows backspace.
No.
Shift backspace.
Okay. Don't worry. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so somebody else had a question. Hello, did somebody else? Okay. Okay, so back to our code. So now that we've run the code, is the code correct?
Yes, sir.
Is your answer correct?
12. We got 12, sir.
Is that correct? Is that correct? 1 plus 2, is it 12?
We it wasn't that I didn't know it. We just kind of.
No, sir.
It's not correct. Now, what is 1 plus 2?
3.
3.
3. Okay, now run the program again. Run the program again. I want you to do something else. Run the program again.
Enter PSC:\users /HPE_Y_I_SECOND.
Enter first number. Type 11. Enter.
CHONNOHTYROBRA. Program
Okay.
period. Y. Enter.
Enter
First
first number. I want you to put 22. Enter. What do you get?
Number 22. Enter 1122. PSC:\.
1122, sir.
So Lekon is your client. Is Lekon happy? You've written this code for him. He's not getting 33. He's getting 1122. Lekon comes and says, your code is not working.
Yes.
Sir, please.
Is your code working?
No.
Okay.
Hello, sir. Please, I have a question.
What's the question?
If there's a code to use to rerun this code on the PowerShell.
You can just type it out.
Second program.py.
Yes.
I thought it's py.
Just type it out now. Py. Oh, py space second_program.py. Py space second_program.py. So you put 11 for the first number, 22 for the second number. If you hear, you get 1122. Is that what you got?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so is Lekon happy? Is your client happy?
No.
What should be your answer? The answer should be 33, right? So now, when you have syntax errors, like Onyinyechi, she got syntax errors. No, those are syntax errors. Now your code is running, but you're not getting the right outputs. They call that a semantic error. They call that a semantic error. So when you have code your code is running perfectly, but your output is not correct. You're not getting what you should be getting. That is what they call a semantic error. Okay? In English, if you say, I went to school, that is a syntactically correct. That's syntactically correct, grammatically. Okay? If you say, I goed to school, that's a syntax error. Because goed is not a word. Right? It's I went to school, right? Now, if you say I went to how do I put this now? I went to leg. I went to leg. Now that is syntactically correct. I went to leg. But the meaning doesn't make sense. I went to leg. You can say I went to school, I went to my house, I went to, but that is not semantically correct. Grammatically, it is syntactically correct. I went to leg or I went to hand, right? But semantically, it doesn't make sense, okay?
Prof, sir, I have a question, please.
Okay.
Sir, we have less than 30 minutes to go.
So what's your question?
Okay, I actually, I am lagging behind. So I've got to the point where I've saved, and then I went to PowerShell and then run the code. First one, they tell me enter first number. I entered 11, I hit enter. It will be enter second number. I enter 22. I hit enter, and then it's now give me an error at the third. This after putting the second number.
Your print statements. Your print statements. Check your print statement. What did you write for your print statement? The last line.
Okay.
The last line should have print, open paren, C, close paren.
Print, open parent, C, close parent. The C is small letter.
Yes.
That's what I have.
Yeah, C in small letter, yes. What error did he give to you, please? If you run the code, you should.
So on the C level, I put C equals C space equals space A space plus space B.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
So on the next line, what do you have? Run the code, it will show you the line number. You see line number, line, it will give you the file name and then the line number. And then what that line, where it's, so run the code again. Go to your PowerShell, run the code again. After you put 11, then put 22, you hear the line number and the actual line.
Where the error is.
Yes, where the error is. So quickly run it. Let's hear, please. Quickly run it, please.
Prof, perhaps you go ahead. I'll use the recording to follow, so I don't delay because I understand we have 30 minutes left.
All of this is in your write-up for week 2. All of these things that I'm typing is in your write-up. Please read the write-up. Please, okay, I beg you. Please read the write-up. Has anybody read the book? Has anybody started reading the book Python 3 for everybody? Has anybody started reading the book? Okay, yes. At least somebody has said yes. Please, you need, as programmers and as a data analyst, you need to start reading. If not, what you're learning from this course alone will not get you to where you want to be, okay? That is why I'm giving you all these materials, so that it will supplement your learning, okay? All right, so now so we have 30 minutes to go. Now, what I want you to do is to copy, if you know how to copy this second underscore program.py. I want you to copy it and name the new file third underscore program.py. Or you can open your Microsoft Visual Studio Code, Control N, then Control S, third underscore program.py. Go to your second underscore program.py. Control A to copy the entire contents, Control C, and then go to your third program and then paste it there. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
okay, please. Okay, please, I'm coming. Let me just quickly use the toilet. I'll be back in 2 minutes.
Okay, please, colleagues, those of us who are already done with that their codes are correct, somebody just guide me. A equals input, that one is correct. B equals on the third line. I have C equals A plus B, Abi?
Yes.
Yes.
But please, guys, which book does the instructor speak about? Is it the module 2 lessons? Or is there any book given?
What do you say?
I'm asking, which book does the instructor speak about?
Yeah, module 2. Module 2.
Okay. It's a foreign module 2. Okay. Thank you.
I am totally lost. And Prof, I am totally lost. I have to listen to the audio from the beginning. Because even right from the time that we execute the code, that we launch the VS, in fact, I've been battling with my system. Maybe I have to change my system. My daughter came to pick the other system that I'm using. And this one, I'm finding it very difficult.
The last class we did you go through it again?
Yes, I was able to do that. Yes, I understood that one. I did it. I practiced it. So this one I have to listen. But I'm pleading. Help us to upload the audio.
There's no pleading.
You promised us 1 hour. You promised us a few hours the other day. Anyway, it was few hours. Even 8 days is even few hours too. But anyway, thank you so much. Yes, now it's just a couple of hours.
Yeah, we apologize.
Please,
you know, sometimes we have to edit the work. Yeah, it's not an excuse, but it's just we are not just uploading it straight away, so that we don't upload the long or necessarily long material. So we also have to do a bit of work. I know. So.
And I enjoyed it when I was doing it on my own.
Yeah,
I really enjoyed it.
All right.
Oh, that's
Hello,
good.
Mr.
That's good.
Long leg.
Please, are we to copy from the second part and paste in the third one we just created?
Yes. Control A, select all, copy it, and then go and paste it in your third.
Mr. Abraham, I have a question, please. Sorry.
Hello, Mr.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Oba.
Yes, sir. What is the question?
All right.
Please,
quick one. I just tried to
this.
correct the code. Now, when I went back to PowerShell and run the code, it asked for the first number I put 11, second number I put 22. If I hit enter, it's now giving me 1122 instead of 33.
Yeah, we are on the same path. So that's where we are going to. We are on the same path.
Same page.
Hello,
we're on the
Mr.
same
Oba.
page. Sorry. Yeah.
So I'm okay at this level now.
Yes, I am okay. Yes, I'm with you, sir.
Thank you.
Please let me just ask this question. My question here is, after we have run the written the program on the Visual Studio area, saved it, coming to the PowerShell, what are we supposed to do? Just asking, sorry.
Run it. You have to run it.
To run it. So the running now will now be putting A equal to a number.
No. You call the file name. First, you call the program that you want to run the file, which is py, space, then you mention the file name. The file name is whatever program that you did.
.py.
So that is it. So calling the file name. It's like telling PowerShell, use Python to help me run this file. So that is the meaning.
Then after that,
you listen to what the instruction, you listen to the output.
So the new file which you create, you say we should name it third. Is it third underscore program.py?
No,
wait, let him finish first. Let him finish first.
No, I'm not true.
Okay,
please,
go on, sir.
The 11 that we're talking about and the 22, where was it inputted? Where was it put? Sorry. Is it?
Okay. It's running the code. When the Python started running the code, now the fourth line says input A equals input enter your first number. So it's like a command. When the Python ran the code, the command says enter your first number. So the Python is asking you as a user, enter the first number, then you enter it, you press 11, you hit the enter key, then it moves to the next line, which is B equals second, enter the second number. Then it brings out the command and the edit field. Enter the second, then you put the second number. You hit the enter key to submit it. So now it will now move to the next line to run that next line, which is print C. C equals A plus B. That's it. Then you now say print C. So it will now tell you the answer of A plus B. Remember, we say that C is equal to A plus B. That means that the value of A plus B has been stored in C. So we are now asking print out C. That means print out the value of C, which is the first number plus the second number.
I get it, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, sir.
Okay. So we've copied and pasted. Have we copied and pasted? Have we named the file third_program.py?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so to refresh, which lines are our comments?
The first and second line, sir.
First and second line, that's correct. Which lines are our input statements?
The
4,
fourth
5,
and fifth line.
A, B.
4 and 5.
Line 4 and line 5.
Okay, which is our processing statement?
Line 6.
Line 6.
And which is our output statement?
Line 7.
Line 7.
Line 7.
So you can see that our code now has inputs, outputs, and input processing and output, okay? Now, we are going to correct our problem. Our client has come back to us and said, this program is working, but it's not giving the correct answer, okay? Now, how do we solve this? So let's go to the end of line 4. End of line 4.
Excuse me, sir, please. It's be on the second or the third program.
Third program, please. Well, the third program. Go to end of line 4.
Sorry, sir, I didn't get what you said, please.
We're on the third program, third_program.py. Go to the end of line 4. Go to the end of line 4. End of line 4. And press enter.
System is not talking to me.
Okay, line. Apply AA is equals to int open bracket A close brackets.
I didn't get that.
On that blank line on line 5, you type AA, that's double A together, is equals to int open paren A close paren.
Await 1 of 3 warning space third dash program space.
I'm afraid my up and down arrow is not reading for me again.
Space third dash program autocomplete building space. Left parent X colon convertible to int. Right parent.
AA is equals to int open paren A right paren. Have we done that?
Right parent. A suggest list box. Third underline programs .py editor type of text. Right parent.
Okay. Now go to the end of line 6. End of line 6.
A suggest list 1 of 20. Suggest list 1 of 20.
What are we going to write inside the int function? You're very fast.
The the variable above A.
A 1 of 20.
Okay, all right.
20 of 20. A 1 of 20. And 2 of 20. Assert 3 of 20.
Sorry, I'm lost too.
After the equals, AA equals.
Add 7 of 20.
Wait, can everybody mute themselves? Please mute yourselves. Please mute yourself. There's a lot of confusion.
See, just a minute. That person that is scrolling down among the suggestions, you are causing confusion for yourself. Oh. That person that is scrolling down, you are causing confusion for yourself. That person that is doing arithmetic error, you are causing confusion for yourself.
Prof.
Yes. Go on, sir.
Prof, sorry, sir.
Please mute yourself. Mute. Please mute. Can the person mute, please? All right. So line 5 says AA.
Prof, please, can you start from line 4?
Okay, AA is equals to int open paren close paren. Inside the paren, type A.
Please, sir, take the correction all over. Where to start putting this A? At the beginning of the line or at the end?
Please, I said go to end of line 4 and press enter.
Okay, to create new line.
Yes. Now on that new line, type AA is equals to int, open paren, close paren. Inside the paren, type A. Okay. Now go to the next line, line 6. Go to the end of the next line 6 and type enter. On line 7, you're going to type BB is equals to int, open paren, close paren. Inside the paren, type B. Line 8, you have,
I'm
okay.
sorry, Prof. It's like you're too fast for me.
Oh, sorry. Have you gone to the end of?
I've gone to the end. I've hit enter,
yes,
and I put A equal to int, parent, open, parent, close. In the parent, I put A.
That's correct. That's correct. Now go to the end of the next line, which is B is equals to input. Go to the end of that line and press enter. And then you now put BB is equals to int, open paren, close paren. Then inside the paren, type B. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now in the next line, I have C is equals to A plus B. This time you should correct it and say C is equals to AA plus BB. Okay. Then in the line that has print C, this is what I want you to do. Print, open paren, and then remove that C first. Remove the C, so it should be print, open, close paren. Now, inside the paren, I want you to type open quote, close quote. Inside the quote, I want you to type your answer is a phrase with spaces. Your answer is. Come out of the. Okay, so have you done that? Print, open paren, close paren. In the paren, put your answer is. Sorry, open quote, close quote. In the quote, put your answer is. Is that clear?
No, Prof.
Okay. So see, print, open paren, close paren. That C that's inside the paren, remove it. So now you should only have print, open paren, close paren. Is that okay?
If I follow up with the class later, I'm lost. I'm lost from line 5.
Wait. Line. What is in your line 5?
B equals. That is my new line 5 is now AA equals int bracket open A close bracket.
Yes. Now go to the
current line 5.
So go to line 6 now.
Line 6.
On the line 6, go to the end of line 6 and press enter to create a new line.
Yes, but I've done that.
Now BB is equals to int, open paren, close paren. Inside the paren, type B.
Okay, I've done that.
Now the next line says C is equals to A plus B, right?
Correct.
Now I said change that line to C is equals to AA plus BB.
So where I have A, I had under A to read. Where I have B under B to read.
Exactly. Simple.
Yes, that's right.
Now go to the next line. That's print C, Abi. Print open paren, C, close paren. Remove the C. So now you should only have print open paren, close paren, Abi.
Correct.
Now say open quotes, close quotes. Have you done that? Have you done that?
Don't please.
Inside the quote, you now put your answer is. Your answer is.
All small letters.
Anyhow you want to do it, it's inside the quotes. This one is the user is going to see it. So you can do capital Y, capital A. Or just say, let's just put all small letters for simplicity. Your answer is. Now go out of the quotes. So let your cursor be in between the quotes and the right paren. The quote and the right paren. Please be inside the quote and the right paren. Now type comma. Type the comma, the punctuation comma, then space C. The variable C.
1 minute. Is that would you be between what and what? The last quote and the last parenthesis.
Exactly. Then put comma there. Then type C. Okay. Type Control S now. Okay. Now let's go over our code. Can we go over our code? What?
Hello, sir.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir. After the comma, there's no space before the C, right?
Yeah, you can put space if you want, but you can leave it like that. It's fine.
After the C, the close parent, the right parenthesis.
After your answer is.
Exactly.
What do you do?
After your answer is, you put comma. No, after the quotes, after the closing of the quotes, in between the closing of the quotes and the paren, you put comma there, then you type C.
Then we
Hello, sir. Could you repeat that, please?
Okay. Print. Open. Your answer is close quotes, comma C, close paren.
Close quote. Close. Okay. C. Okay.
T. It. Answer.
C for cars.
Your. Answer. It. T. I. T. Quote. S. Right parent.
Okay.
Quote.
Control S to save. Now let's go back. What do you have on line 1?
C.
Please, someone's background is noisy, please.
Please, can you mute yourself? Whoever, there are some children playing in the background. Whoever that is, can you please mute yourself? Okay, so the first line, what's the first line? Line 1, what do we have there?
I ran it in PowerShell and I got 33.
You're too fast for the class. Wait, calm down. Let's understand what the code is doing first. Okay, now line 1 is name. Line 2 is what?
Programs to add together.
Okay, now line 4 is what?
Line. TRD line. Number program to add 2 numbers together.
What's number 4? What's line 4?
Number colon quote right paren.
A input person number.
Okay, what does line 4 tell the Python program, the Python interpreter? What does it tell?
Input.
Sorry?
Equals input.
Yes. What does that line tell Python? What does it tell Python to do?
To add 2 numbers together.
No. That particular line. What does that line mean?
Number.
That is line 4.
To enter first number, sir.
To enter the first number, and where does it store the number?
In
Pardon?
A, in variable A, in container
in variable A. Exactly. It stores the number in variable A. Now, the next line says what? A equals int A, right? Now, what happens in that line 4, enter the first number and is storing it in A. What that means is that that whatever you're getting from the keyboard is stored as a string. So in your previous program, when you were getting your input from the keyboard, 11 and 22, what the program was doing was to concatenate the strings together. It wasn't adding them as integers, but it was adding them as strings. Does that make sense?
It does.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure. It makes sense.
It makes sense now. So now this your next line says AA is equal to int A. Means I'm converting the string to a number, to an integer, and so it stores the integer, that 11. It will store it in the system, in your memory, as an integer now, no more a string. So if you now do the same thing goes for B. Enter second number, you put 22, right? It's now the next line now says BB is equals to int B. It now stores BB as an integer. Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. I can.
Yes. Oh, it's 1 o'clock already. So BB is equals to int B. Then the next line says is a processing line. In the second program, we had C is equals to A plus B. Now, in this third program, we have C is equals to AA, which is the integer version of A, plus BB, which is the integer version of B. Then the next line, if you see what I've done in the next line, so it's more readable, you say your answer is, then C, it prints out C. That's the actual answer. So let's go to our PowerShell and run the code now. So py third_program.py and then press enter now.
Terminal PSC:\users\amiga_pi_t ERD line program.py-visuals equals input left paren quote enter first number colon quote right enter left paren quote input left paren quote
Which number we put in as first number, sir?
Sorry?
Which number we put in as first number as we're running the program?
Put 3 and 4 or 34. Put any number you want now. It will work.
line program left paren prompt colon T left paren enter quote right paren line feed right paren.
The answer is 55.
Okay, is that correct?
Correct.
That's correct. Okay. So now your client is happy, Abi.
Paren selected line feed.
Yes, sir.
Your client is now happy. You've written your first program to add 2 numbers. Now, in your write-up, there are 3 assignments for you. Please do those 3 assignments before next week, Friday, and I will pass the microphone back to Emmanuela or Lekon. Thank you very much for today's class.
Sorry, Prof. You made reference to a material. Is it a different material from the one that is already posted on the platform?
Yes, they should have posted it on the platform.
Okay.
Okay, Manuela.
Yes, the race is going. Be ready.
Okay, she stepped out. So
Document 1 dash compatibility.
Yes, sir. Ready to join. New lobby.
I have a question.
Save
What is
as
the
taskbar.
question?
5 dash combo box to the left.
What's the
Select the
name
name.
of the book? The book they told us to read.
1 dash compatibility.
Python for everybody.
It's called Python 3 for everybody.
Okay,
Python 3
Python
for
3 for
everybody.
everybody.
Ready
Python
to
3
join.
for
New
everybody.
lobby.
Where can we get it?
You will see it inside the
Wait,
library.
document edit multi-line page 1 section 1 left.
Yes, sir. Ready to join. New lobby.
You will see it inside the library.
Yes, sir. Ready to join. New
Now,
lobby.
David, you can ask your question why the instructor is here. Huh?
Line feed. Right red.
If the David is here, if not. So remember what the CEO said earlier. Follow us on our YouTube channel, and make use of the WhatsApp group in case there's any problem.
Sir.
Okay, David.
I am now. Okay. So
Okay.
the question I want to ask
Sir,
is,
listen to David's
I tried
question.
about the previous class that we
Please,
did.
let's
I
mute
tried a particular
ourselves.
formula.
Let's mute
What I
ourselves,
tried was
please.
that on the VS Code, I used quotes when putting a formula. But when I tried the quotes on the interpreter, the thing didn't give me the answer. But when I used apostrophe for the interpreter, it gave me the answer. So I want to know the difference between the quotes and the apostrophe when using it to perform a code.
The background noise is too much.
The background noise is too much. Somebody
Mute
is too much.
yourselves. It's simple to do.
There's someone talk. There's a lot of I think children are playing their hair now. That's not.
Okay, David, ask
Okay.
the question
So
again.
I said that about the previous class, I tried the particular code on that assignment. So as I tried, I was adding some my own code because I get some idea as a teacher. So I was trying it. I tried the way you taught us on the interpreter shell, but it didn't give me the answer. But when I use apostrophe to replace the quote, it gave me the answer exactly. So, but when I use the quote in the VS Code, it didn't give me the answer. So the question I want to ask now is, what is the difference between the quote and the apostrophe when using to perform a particular data or adding a code?
So there's no difference between quotes and apostrophe in Python. They are interchangeable. You can either use quotes or you can use apostrophe. When you are using your code, did you type the quote twice, or did you do shift and apostrophe?
No, for the this I use only quote, that is at the beginning and at the ending. That is 2 times. And it was the same way I did the apostrophe too, at the beginning and at the ending.
It's fine. You can use that. If that works for you, then that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if that works for you, then it's fine.
The thing about apostrophe and quotes, as a blind person, it's advisable you use the quotes because by
screen
default,
reader.
your screen readers read the code by quotes. But if it's apostrophe, it skips, it does not say it. So you won't even know the part of the code that is quoted or is not quoted. So it's advisable you use quotes more than the apostrophe. And that's just because of the screen readers, not because of the running of the code.
Yeah, and try putting your code in the Microsoft Visual Studio, because if you're doing it in another environment, it's going to read that quote differently. It's going to add some what would I call it? When I say flavoring to the code. So when the Python is trying to read it, because of the Unicode values it has added to the code, it might not read that code well. So whenever you're trying to code, always use the Microsoft Visual Studio code.
Okay.
I was going to
So I want
ask
to lastly.
the lesson we've learned today, is that enough for us to do the assignment, or is there other materials we need to read to enable us to do the assignment?
No, it's okay to do the assignment. The lessons you've learned today, you can do the first 3 assignments.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah. Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, can I ask a quick question, please?
Yes, please.
My question is the
Wait,
assignment.
before you ask, somebody wants to ask a question. Somebody wanted to ask a question.
Yeah,
Who
can
is
I
that
ask a quick
person?
question? This is Chris.
Yes, that's now.
That
For you.
line of code. Chris. Hello.
Continue,
Yeah.
Chris. Continue.
Please, my question is
Hello.
the
Am I able to?
assignment.
Let Chris talk. Let Chris talk. Please, can we
Is
mute
it Stanley?
ourselves? Or else we'll be forced to mute everybody. Mute yourselves. We are not talking.
Is it Stanley?
Especially the person who is with that children background should be conscious to mute the person too.
Mr. Lekun, I think you
Okay.
should
Sorry.
mute everybody. If you
I
can do that from your
just
end,
unmuted
and
myself
then
now. Please.
the person I want to ask question can go ahead and ask.
Okay, Chris, go ahead.
The line of
my
code
question.
he added that.
He's serious.
Sorry, can I ask my question? Can I ask my question?
Okay, go on, sir.
This is Chris. Please,
Yes.
the line of code he added, I'm just curious. I just wanted to ask if the container that is AA, if he doesn't add that AA and he puts the A equals to, int, that's int, left parent A, right parent, what happened?
Okay, sad.
Nothing happens. You can do it that way.
Mr.
It's
Taiwo,
just
this noise is coming from your end. Please mute
The
yourself if
person
you
is
don't
in
know
a
you are
school
muted.
environment, so just
Mr.
mute
Taiwo, it's
yourself.
coming from your end. Maybe you are not aware you are not muted.
Yeah, whoever is in a school environment should please mute themselves.
I just told him. He probably didn't know he's unmuted.
Or he has left his system. Lekwan, is there a way you can mute everybody?
You are still unmuted. We can still hear your talk back. Everything is there.
That person.
You are still unmuted.
I don't think he's there. I think he dropped.
He's there. I think he's there. He's there.
He's probably struggling to find where to mute it. Chris, wait, calm down, please. Let Chris. I'm trying to answer Chris's question. So, Chris.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Yes. So, question again, please. Okay. Yeah, so you can add the reason why I did it that way was not to confuse the house. So you can do the same thing, like A is equals to int open bracket A close brackets. It will just reassign that A to an integer. That's all it will do. But just for simplicity's sake, so that people can understand the flow of the program, I just did it that way. You understand?
Shut down Windows dialog. Close select restart. Shut down.
Chris, does that make sense?
One-3 checkbox ignore desktop.
Prof,
Yeah,
Prof, whereas
it makes sense.
I want to ask a question to your answer to Chris's
It makes
question.
sense.
Okay.
So if we did what we did for simplicity purposes, then it will mean that the line where we had C equal to AA plus BB, if we did A equal to int open bracket A close bracket A, then that line would just be C equal to A plus B as against AA plus BB, correct?
So now it's somebody that is talking that should unmute. Please, if you are not talking, if you are not asking questions, just remain muted.
Yeah, I was asking Prof a question following on his answer to Chris's question.
Yes. So
Yes,
you're correct. You're correct. You can do it in any. You can do it in any way. You can say A is equals to int open bracket A close bracket. and then B is equals to int open bracket B close bracket. Then in that C line, you can now say C is equals to A plus B. You can also do it in this way. You can remove those two lines where you have A is equals to this, input, B is equals to this. You can now say C is equals to int open bracket A plus int open bracket B. So you've just removed those two lines and just kind of added it onto that C line, that processing line. Do you understand? Does that make sense? So your C will now be int A plus int B. That would still give you the same answer.
Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense.
Okay. Any other question?
Yes, sir. My last question, sir. Last question. My question is, is it on what are we going to run a program to that assignment, or will you just do it on a file in a sheet, or we should do it? No, I don't get your
No, you do it on a file. You record the file. Let's say first assignment.py, and then you run the code. Make sure your code is running. Do not submit a buggy code for me. You get 0. Make sure your code is running. And then once you submitted your fully run code, you can upload it to the website and then onto the server, and then I'll look at it and give you a grade. Also, on that processing line where you have C is equals to AA plus BB, remember it's a processing line. So you can say CC. If you want to subtract two numbers together, instead of putting plus, you just put minus. If you want to multiply two numbers together, you just put the star, that's shift and 8, asterisk. That's to multiply two numbers together. If you want to divide two numbers together, you use the slash. That's the one just beside the right shift. The key to the left of your right shift key. That is to slash. So if you say, okay, write a code to divide two numbers together, instead of doing AA plus BB, you say AA minus B and divided by BB, which is slash BB. Also, Python uses board maths. We all did board maths in school. So if you do 3 plus 3 times 3, instead of doing 3 plus 3, which is 6 times 3, which is 18, Python will not, that's the wrong answer. You do 3 times 3 first, which is 9, then 3 plus 9 is 12. So the answer of 3 plus 3 times 3 is actually 12 due to board maths. Multiplication comes out first. So those are things to look out for in your processing line when you're processing your inputs. Okay?
Question.
Question?
Yes, please,
Shoot.
Bismarck.
Okay, continue.
So with regards to the problem my sister was having, is it as a result of the inconsistency in the line indentation or the line indentation itself that caused that challenge?
Yeah, so the line indentation caused her challenge. So my advice to her is to look at the code in the materials. She will see the way the code is written. She can even copy the code there and paste it on her Microsoft Visual Studio code, and she'll get her answer. So, and she should also make sure that you guys should also make sure that all your code starts from the left, the extreme left hand side of your what do you call it? Of your typing area, your text area. Okay.
Okay, so I would want to make a request. I don't know if you can give us a transcript only for the codes, not the entire section. The codes, where we have the several methods of which we can go about the same thing.
Okay, I can do that and send it to. I'll send it to Lekon or Emanuela tomorrow, over the weekend, basically. So on Monday you should get. Before Monday you should get it.
Okay.
Sir, this is
Sir,
Harry. This is Sunday Harry on the line. Okay, sorry.
Hello.
Somebody was going to ask a question. So,
okay.
Yes, I do.
please go on. Yes, please go on, sir.
Okay. So please, using the different operators and then using partial for outputting the commands. For example, maybe use the addition operator, the plus, and at the end you put your output command, which is print. And you still want to run another operator on that same sheet. Will you continue after that, the first print, the printing?
So, so what do you want to do? You just want to, like when I said AA plus BB times CC or something like that, and you can do it on the same line now.
Print C. Print C. Then maybe you go to the next line and now write another command. Maybe you want to use the minus, the subtraction operator.
Yeah, you can do that. You can do that. Remember, Python will read your code line by line, line by line. So whatever you're doing, Python will just read it out for you, line by line. But remember, any processing you're doing, it will not show on your screen unless you do a print statement.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
So
Is it?
I wanted to know if we opened a file naming it second program, and then we went back to the PowerShell to code. If we had need to correct our mistake, why didn't we go back to that program document and correct it from there instead of new file?
Sorry, come again, please.
Why do we have to create a new document in order to correct, our mistake? Why didn't we have to correct it from that second program document in the Visual Studio Code?
Okay, so why did I do that? It's for reference. The reference is for your own reference, so that you can see your progression. That is why I did that. You're on your second program, you see how you progressed and how you just said A is equals to input, enter first number, B is equals to input second number, C is equals to A plus B. Print C. On the third code, you're now adding new lines of code so that you can make the second program as a reference guide to see how you did it before and how you're supposed to do it. So that in subsequent times when you're writing code, you should now know that okay, it is this way you should do it and not the first way. Now, another reason, if you run your second program, let's say you say pi second underscore program.py, right? It says enter first number. You know you can put a. You can put a value called a instead of 1. Just put a and then put b. You see that your answer will be ab, but that's not what you want. So the third program now converts that number from your keyboard into an integer. So if you now type A as your input, it's going to throw an error because it can't convert A to an integer, right? So that's why it's for teaching purposes, not necessarily for anything else. It's just for you as a student to understand the progression in which we have come from and where we're going to, okay?
Okay, sir. So if we are to move forward, trying to write our own code, we wouldn't have to having 2 lines per write-up in terms of, okay, you have A equals to this, then coming on that, you're having to say AA equals to integer this. If we can just go straight, maybe on the processing line, we'll just say C equals to integer A plus
exactly.
We won't have having those double lines for each of those other.
Exactly. Now, even in the write-up that I sent to you, in the write-up, you even have what I even did in the write-up. I said A is equals to int open bracket, inputs. So the int surrounds the inputs. Right, exactly. So after it collects the input from the keyboard, it immediately converts it to an integer and assigns it to A. The same thing for B. Yeah. So there are several ways. That when I was in school, and they told us to write code. You can see the multiple ways we started writing the code. You can have students who will write it twice in the way which I just told you in the third program. You can have it in the processing line, and then you can have it as your input. Because your lecturer will look at it and say, these two people, they copy their code. This one is one person copied another person. But why they give you assignments is so that they want to see your ingenuity in the way you write your code, right? So that no two codes should be exactly similar. Now, there can be areas that are the same, but they want to see how well you write your solution. But if they say, you see, like I remember when I was doing my master's in Nottingham, and they gave us one code like this. If your code is more than 70% the same, they'll flag those two codes as it being plagiarized, that two of you copied yourselves. You understand? So that's why you can see we've written code in 3 different ways, and that's just a simple program like this. So the more complex the program is, the more ways you can write your code.
All right, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right, no other.
Please, sir.
My question, sir.
Hey.
In our last class, you mentioned that you were going to send a PDF document, or that you sent a PDF document or something. I don't know if you remember that we are supposed to go through. So I don't know if that was sent or.
Yeah, it's in your library. I've sent it.
Oh, okay.
Your library.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Sonyalu, can I go ahead with my question, sir?
Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. And when we open maybe for those of us that are having challenges with our Python now, maybe we want to create a visual code, and we find it when the visual code is launched through the Python, and we have challenges just like some of us did, that we did not really bring the code, that we have to input it manually. That's the name of the code, and we now input and save it as second program. So when we want to access, or we want to run that code on our Python, how are we going to input it? Are we going to go ahead and put py space second underscore program dot
yes,
py?
On your PowerShell.
Okay.
No, that's how you're going to run it. Yes, that's how you run it. You go to your PowerShell. Yeah, and you do py second underscore program.py. Exactly.
Okay.